Wasp 17b is an exoplanet discovered in August 2009 orbiting the star Wasp 17. It is one of the largest exoplanets discovered so far, with a radius of 1.42 times 10 to the 8 meters, or 142,000 kilometers, which is about twice the size of Jupiter, which has a radius of 7.15 times 10 to the 7 meters, or 71,492 kilometers. However, although it is twice the size of Jupiter, Wasp 17b only has a mass of 9.22 times 10 to the 26 kilograms, which is about half the mass of Jupiter, which is about 1.9 times 10 to the 27 kilograms. This is due to the fact that Wasp 17b is very puffy and has a density similar to that of polystyrene, which means that it could float in a bathtub. Scientists have been at a loss to explain why this planet is so puffy, but some think that it may be due to the fact that the planet has a retrograde orbit, meaning that it orbits in a direction counter to the rotation of its star, its proximity to its sun, which is only 7 million kilometers away from its star, 8 times as close as Mercury is to the sun, and its elliptical orbit. At different points of its orbit, it feels the gravity of its star at varying strengths, causing it to heat up and bloat. Wasp 17b's host star, Wasp 17, is a yellow-white dwarf that has a mass of 2.4 times 10 to the 30 kilograms, which is slightly heavier than the mass of the Sun, which is 1.99 times 10 to the 30 kilograms. It has a radius of 9.6 times 10 to the 8 meters, or 960,000 kilometers, which is also slightly larger than the Sun, with a radius of 695,700 kilometers. Wasp 17b has an extremely close orbit to Wasp 17, with this orbital period only being 323,136 seconds, meaning it only takes about 89.6 hours to complete one revolution around its star, traveling at 20,810.7 meters per second. This is relatively close to Earth's orbit around the Sun, which travels at 30,000 meters per second. To find the gravitational acceleration of Wasp 17b, we used this formula and calculated it to be 3.0499 meters per second squared, which is about 1/3 of the gravity on Earth. And if a satellite were to orbit above Wasp 17b, 40,000 meters above its surface, it would travel 20,781.3 meters a second, which is significantly faster than if the satellite were to orbit around Earth, with a velocity of 7,666.06 meters per second. With this velocity, it is able to orbit around Wasp 17b about 17 times a day. Around Earth, this satellite would orbit around 16 times a day. As mentioned before, Wasp 17b orbits really close to its star, with a distance of 8.102 times 10 to the 9 meters, or about 8,102,000 kilometers, when measured from the center of Wasp 17b to the center of its star. Finally, to end off the video, Wasp 17b was found by David Anderson by observing it in transit around its host star Wasp 17. He used photometric observations to reveal the planet's size, as well as red shifts and blue shifts to reveal its other characteristics. At the time of its discovery, Wasp 17b was the only known exoplanet to have a retrograde orbit. However, one day later, the discovery of HAPI 7b was announced to also have a retrograde orbit, becoming the second known exoplanet with a backwards orbit.